Hello, Facebook. I'm Nick Maslow at Entertainment Weekly. We are joined today by the fabulous Eden Sassoon.
Oh, thank you.
Of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Thank you so much for stopping by today.
It's my pleasure.
So what brings you to New York City?
Well, one, it's Fashion Week.
Yeah.
And two, I just wanted to come and talk to you.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Now, you were just telling me that someone special has come into your life.
I don't know if it's someone special or I literally saw 50 Shades Darker last night and I asked the universe, can you please bring me this man? And I'm not kidding. She showed up.
Really? Where did you meet?
Hello, right here.
Oh, on the phone?
Yeah.
So do you like the online dating apps?
Well, I've lived in LA for 43 years.
Right.
I was born in New York, and so there's only so much you can get out, and I have 2 kids and businesses and like meet people, and I don't go out.
Yeah.
And so yes, I do. It's another way of meeting interesting individuals, and then you kind of have to.
Yeah.
Who's right, who's not.
Yeah. I mean, it's really fascinating how many people are so close to you that you would have never met had it not been for
everybody.
Right.
Well, I mean, you see everybody you know.
Yes.
On there, and then there are different sites that you have to be accepted to, and which it's really. I will write a dating book because I've had in the last 4.5 years being single, at 43, single, mother, sober. And my biggest fear was getting sober and how do I be intimate with a man.
Yeah.
How does that happen? Because I thought that alcohol was my way in.
Okay.
And then that went away, and I'm like, oh my God, this is just a whole nother world of beauty and fun.
Right.
And it wasn't what I thought at all.
Yeah. So how does that work? Do you only date sober men, or are you open?
No, but if I'm open to normal.
Yeah.
But once someone has their second or third drink, they're not really necessarily 100% in this conversation. Mm-hmm. And what's the point? Really,
so you
what's
notice the shift more.
Yeah, you notice it, and then you realize they're checking out while I'm right here, and that's a red flag.
Yeah.
So.
And this topic has been dealt with a lot so far this season on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
Yes. Did you watch last night?
I did.
You saw my mama?
Yeah. And I read your blog about it and what your mom told you. How would you, for those who haven't read your blog yet on Bravo's website, how would you summarize what your mom told you?
My mom came over. It was a really rough time, and she just brought me back to, look, this isn't about you and your sister. And she actually, they didn't show you, she had a lot of tears. This is about these women, and you have to let go. Because I was always that kid in the family as the youngest child that wanted to make everybody and everything okay.
Yeah.
And I sort of tried to do that here.
Yeah.
And that's not my place. That's not my job. I'm not that person. I have so much more than to worry about, unless someone asks or calls or wants what I have, emotionally, spiritually, then great. But otherwise, don't insert yourself in things that don't involve you.
Yeah.
Because all that energy could have been used in my life for something more like magical.
Yes.
As opposed to, it was brutal. Although I learned so much from it that I would never take it back. I mean, I cried almost every day for a good 6 months. I really realized what friendship means, what trust means, and now I'm learning more.
Yeah.
You cannot trust very many people. And those that do, it takes a long time. And I'm always one to I trust the world. I give everything off my, right? I'm an empath. I'm empathetic. I cry. I mean, just strip me down and throw me on the curb and, run me over.
Yeah.
And I'm realizing, nope.
Some people you have to keep at a distance.
Yeah.
Now, of course, we're talking here about the conflict that you've experienced with Kim and Kyle Richards and Lisa Rinna as well this season.
Yes.
Where are you at the moment with them?
My conflict is with Lisa.
Yeah. I
saw her the other night, and I was there, to see her daughter, and I love her kids, and they were literally sitting right across from me, and I, for me, didn't look her in the eye once, and that's not who I am. I was sitting there just like, let it go, and the girls were walking, and her daughter was walking and screaming, and social media for her all day long, and I could not look across and look at her.
Is that exhausting, being in that type of situation for you where you're trying to avoid eye contact with someone?
That's just not me.
Yeah.
I am the first person to run up to you and give you the biggest hug and like, how are you and what's going on? And you know, that's just not me. But those are things that I'm learning through this experience. Whereas people would come up and, I love watching you. You're so refreshing. Thank you for really being open and honest. And these women of all ages and little, you know, younger girls too, 18, 19, that maybe you can kind of set something in their head where like, wow, this woman's like, she's powerful. She's got something to give, and I don't want to go down that path. And or you know, they might be confused, but the moms, you see, because it was Sherry Hill, so you saw a lot of mother-daughters come up to me, and the daughters were kind of giddy, and the moms were just like holding me, you know, really like as if. You know, sometimes we look for something to fill that spot in us. And maybe that is something that I stand for some women until they can find it themselves.
Right.
Which is a beautiful thing.
Yeah, it's wonderful that you have this outlet to talk about your life experience and your sobriety.
Yeah, you know, and for a long time, and still is, it's been the beauty world. And I have an organization called Beauty Gives Back. And I unite the industry to come together to teach. And when I'm talking, it's more than hair, because my father wasn't just a hairdresser. He was an incredible man and gave so much. Vidal Sassoon. He wasn't just that, you know, I did hair. No. And so what he taught me as a woman, and it took me a long time to get, maybe 40 years until he passed, I am now sort of bringing that through me as a tool to these kids that are sort of lost in life, that might be drinking, that might be smoking, or doing things that they don't want to, or not exercising enough, or having relationships problems that we all know. You fall in love how many times, and oh my God, I'm heartbroken. Okay, no, you're not. You know, and I just bring all this through me to send a message to them, and they're like, wait, this isn't a hair education, you know, and I go with an incredible hairdresser or a team of hairdressers, and they're teaching hair. I said, you guys, bring yourself on that stage. Bring yourself to these kids, to whoever's out there watching. Don't just let them think that you're a hairdresser. Who are you?
Yeah.
Let them see that so they can grow up and know that whoever I am, I can be, and I can be more than that too.
Yes.
You know, so it's really just about, I mean, what are we all doing here? We're trying to, you know, we're humans and having a spiritual experience and this stuck in this body. And yet I have, through the death of my father and getting sober, learned a lot. And I'm not, you know, willing to hide that woman in me. And now that I have this platform, or for whatever reason they want to share this for as long as it may be, you know, I'm going to be very true to who I am.
That's wonderful that you've gone into this with that mindset. It's your first season of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and you've written that you didn't watch any of the previous seasons.
It was too much. I mean, I had two kids and trying to be single and sober, and I was like, oh my God, this is painful to watch. Kind of like, you know, what I get from people, this is painful. I don't like what these women are doing to you. And I'm like, just let it be, you know, just let it play out. But that's how I felt. So, you know, it's two sides of the story. It was too much. I couldn't watch Yolanda, this beautiful, strong, you know, woman, get beaten down.
Yeah.
You know, and Vanderpump just kind of running in circles from these. No.
Yeah, that was a lot of drama.
Yeah.
How do you think watching the previous seasons before joining the show would have changed things for you?
Well, then you go in there with a different mindset. You go in there with a different, like, oh, I know I didn't know that Rinna does this all the time. I didn't know the relationship between her and Kim.
Okay.
At all. I didn't know the relationship between Kyle and Kim.
Yeah.
And then I saw some clips. I'm like, oh, what did I do?
All very complicated.
I mean, I have the chills right now. I had no idea. So had I known all that and I get in there, I might not have said something. I might not have acted, you know, really true to myself. I might have thought, I mean, who knows? Yeah. But I'm one to really try to be in the moment, in the present moment, and just go off on that, whatever that may be. And people are like, my kids are like, excuse my mom. My ex-husband, we all go to dinner, like, okay, watch out for that one. Because, like, the waiter's cute. I'm the one to be like, hey, you know? Like,
that's
it's just
hilarious.
just very real. Like,
you've said you have a flirtatious lifestyle.
I do.
Do you think that's coming across on the show?
Not yet, but it's about to.
Not yet?
Yeah.
What do you think about the way you're portrayed on the show? Is it, you know, because a lot of editing goes into it.
It's, you know, and to how it unfolds, it will be interesting to me. But thus far, I'm very much, because I am an alpha strong female. I am that woman. But I'm not I say what I say, and it kind of will hit you, and then I'm done. I'm not in your face constantly. But you know what? Truth be told, like there was a long enough period of time where I was sort of begging for attention from these women, and I'm like, who is this girl? This isn't me. It was the little Eden dealing with her sister back in the day.
Oh, isn't that interesting?
And I was just sort of like, please. And then I'm like, I'd go to bed. I'm thinking, I'm so confused because I'm that girl. I'm really this woman, and I'm really confused as to who am I right now. Mm-hmm. Get back to her, because this is driving. It's the Matrix.
Yeah.
You got to jump in that and jump right back out, and remember, you've got 2 feet on this ground, and you are this woman at 43 years old,
right,
who has all of this. It's not about that. But then you got to go back in there and be like, well, wait, this is my reality as well. And I can't, I was just, and then I watched it and I'm like, whoa, how much stuff goes on behind my back.
Oh.
Holy.
That's
whoa.
wild. I can't even imagine, like, watching one of the conversations someone's having about you.
Not just the conversations. How about when I'm hugging Kyle, and, all respect to Kyle because it unfolds. I'm hugging her and her face. Like, who does that?
So you had no idea that happened in the moment, of course.
I was hugging her like I was really, like we just had this, I mean, they showed it in many ways, but really hugging her like I do. And she's behind my back doing that. Oh my God. I mean, it makes you look at life differently. And then things that are said or, it just is, I'm different.
Yeah.
And I'll always be different. And I've worked very hard to be the woman that I am today. Mm-hmm. And I'm open to it all. But I have to sort of just watch my step.
What would you say is the most surprising thing about being a Real Housewife? What do people not know about it? The reality.
Really, the for me would be, who the hell can I trust?
Uh-huh.
Love Vanderpump, and I trust her. Mm-hmm. But what if? What if one day she woke up and was like, like, what are people's intentions? What is your intention? I don't know. I have intentions that are pure and solid. I don't know how to be any other way. So you get in a group of 7 women, and some are actresses, and some are this, and you're just like,
right.
Whoa, this isn't, I mean, I remember in Hong Kong, like, I literally broke down. I wasn't raised like this. I don't know what's going on. This isn't, and you're like, okay, this is my world. This is part of my world. Yeah. And I am here now, and you better snap in it.
Yeah. Snap
out of it, whatever it takes, but be present.
What I find so interesting about the Real Housewives, the name Housewives, is that everyone is so much more than a housewife. You're a successful businesswoman. I used to go to your salon, actually, in West Hollywood when I lived in LA.
Well, you're coming back.
So that's what I know you from, is going into the salon. And although I never saw you there, but
for the first couple of years I was there a lot, and
then
I had to sort of like, okay, I need a break.
Well, you do a lot.
Well, I have 2 Pilates studios,
yes.
And then I have my nonprofit, and then I have to, I got to have my life.
Yeah.
That's why I create these teams to sort of run my businesses with me overseeing it,
right.
That I can have my life, because without that, I would go insane.
How has the exposure from the show impacted your brands?
Well, I think, I never think how it impacts me specifically or my businesses, because I think that just energetically that will happen. Mm-hmm. But I'm more like, okay, so Eden by Sassoon Pilates isn't everywhere. It's right now in Los Angeles. And as I grow, it will change. But as long as I'm inspiring you to get up and go do Pilates,
yes,
great. People, yes, more and more people are coming to the salon, but you have to get to a salon that has what you're looking for, that has that energy that you want, that has what you see. If you see something in me on TV, then you're like, oh, she's got businesses, I want to go. Well, then that better be the same sort of feeling that you get when you come, and that's what I do. I create businesses around who I am and what I love, and let people come and be safe there.
Yeah.
So I think it's happening. And it's more, for me, it's a much bigger thing than just impacting these 3 businesses that I have. It's really growing it and then helping others to make differences in their lives and make choices and changes. I mean, we have this opportunity to be on something as big as the Housewives well, guess what? This is who I am, and this is the housewife I'm single. I don't cook. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even make my bed. I throw my sheets up. I'm like, I'm out there. I'm doing.
You're all of us.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm a real human being.
Right.
You know, with real tattoos, with real life, with real heartache.
Yes.
And I'm going to tell the truth. Period. Yeah. So, you know, the glitz and the glamour, I can do all that too. But guess what? I'm also sort of this hippie at heart.
Yeah. What's your wish for this season? What do you
it's gonna happen.
After the reunion? You know, how do you want to walk away from that feeling?
I already walked away feeling what I want to feel.
Yeah.
And that was the final party. And by the grace of God, whoosh, just a God shot through me. Something just happened. And we'll see how it plays out because I don't know, but I know what happened.
So you have a happy ending then?
And I walked away just like, thank you. Because it's been an amazing experience. And without that ending that night, I might have a lot of unresolved issues.
Well, we cannot wait to watch it. That is all the time we have for today. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. You're wonderful.
And, oh, no, you're
Thank
wonderful.
you for listening.
It was great talking with you. Of course, The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills airs on Bravo on Tuesdays at 9 p.m. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.